All right, folks, we're back. Just played my uh, league round at Bushwood. Shout out to Run Pud Run for the awesome design. And today is Mother's Day, so I'm going out to eat at 4:30. Had a little bit of time here, so I figured, haven't done speed training in a while, breaking out the TP5Xs. I think I used these one time, so this is the second time using them. Kind of not ideal smashing these brand new, basically balls, just on the range. But let's see if we can mess around. We haven't done speed training in a while. Mess around and maybe get a couple drives into the low 160s. Still chasing that 165 number, but been playing and swinging a lot lately. I don't know if I'm not definitely 100% fresh, but I was planning on taking tomorrow off anyways. So let's whack some drivers and see what we can do. And before I do that, there it is. I always try to have my 3 tees and my 3 balls. Oh, not the best start. Barely made contact with that. Oh, 159. Okay. That one I controlled my backswing a little bit more. That was hit decent. We lost it to the right, so super high spin. That didn't go very far, but we're just chasing ball speed right now. Not a bad second ball. 159.3. That is what we're looking for every single drive. Like, that is a really nice drive, but 157, 274 in the air, rolling out to just shy of 290. I guess we haven't done one of these in a while, so I guess we'll do a little bit of a refresher. I have written down all of my speed training so far. So, before we do that, we've only hit 3. That was a good drive, but I'll write down in the chat so I don't forget. 159.3. That's the best one so far today. In terms of today's day number 11, or like the 11th time I've done it, as a little recap, where are we here? Road to 165. Day number 1 was 160.0. Day number 2 was 157.9. Day number 3 was 160.8. Day number 4 was 160.1. Day number 5 was 159.1. Day number 6 was 161.6. After that, after Exeter, I went to the range and I hit 161.8. Day number 7 was 160.8. And then I played TikTok. I played on TikTok with that guy TX that I told you about that shot 10 under. On course at Exeter for the simulator, I hit 162.4, which is by far my best right now. Day number 8, I hit 160.5. However, I hit one that was 290 carry raw and 303 total, which was the best. And day number 9, we hit 161.3. So we'll see what we can get up to for day number 10 here. So far, 159.3. First time, though, doing this with the extra stiff shaft in here. And what I'm going to do is set a timer. We'll go an hour and 15 minutes, unless I call it quits before then. I'm going to be feeling this tomorrow and later, but treat this as my cardio and just try to swing hard. Oh. 154, low on the face. 158. Oh, it was hit hard, but it was way off the heel. Overall, I've been hitting driver relatively good, so I almost worry that this may mess with me consistency-wise a little bit, but you don't get faster unless you do this, so. $157.4. Still Healy. Low and Healy, so the backspin's pretty high. $275 in the air, 156. Living on the heel. Oh, 158.9, 284 in the air. That's not bad for raw carry right there, folks. $293 total. $157. I can definitely feel there's not quite as much kick with the extra stiff shaft. Try to drink some water while I'm doing this. Try my best to rotate these balls to let them cool down a little bit between swings. Oh. 158, high on the face. Oh. 160.6, let's go. I gave that one a little extra. Okay, we cracked the 160s. We'll write that one down. $160.6. There we go. Still losing them right, but I don't really care where these go. The whole point of this is just to swing faster and hit it harder. Woo! 162.5. Let's go. That's a new PR, I think. Let's go. Told you we may mess around and get 162, 163. What did I say my PR was at when I played Exeter? That feels good right there. Yeah, it's a new PR. Before it was 162.4. That was 162.5. Let's go. Let's go. It drew too. Oh, not that one. Super high toe. Still 158 miss hit though. A little bit left on that one. Oh, low on the face. 158. We're doing something though. Now we're cruising at high 150s. Oh. 158, 275. I feel like, generally speaking, I'm swinging hard enough to hit 165. I just gotta hit it right out of the screws. Oh. 161.4. This is what we're talking about. Chalk it up to maybe the TP5X's, the fact that it's warmer in here. Oh. 157 right down the middle. All right, that's 280, baby draw, literally on the center line. 158.8. Oh, 160.3. I hit the tarp back there. That's a good ball though. All right, what are we up to now? That's like a handful so far in the 160s. This is the quickest we've been. 288 total. Oh. 156, 278 carry. Oh. 156. Here comes the profuse sweating. Toey. 159 though. Oh. 158. We're slowing down a little. Oh, that wasn't hit very good. No, this may end up being a shorter one if that becomes an issue. My bungee broke. From what I see, I think you need to have more weight on the right foot at impact. You're moving almost all the way forward, like you swing an iron swing. I don't know. I've heard, you may be right. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough feeling exactly what I'm doing. I've heard people say the complete opposite too, that I'm hanging back too much. I need to get my weight shifted to the left, so I don't know. I just hit, though, 3-1 golf. I just hit a PR, 162.5. Oh. 157, 275. It's a good ball. .288 total. Don't hate that. Low in the face. Trying to hang back on those. Ball speed's creeping down, though. .280 in the air. Only 155, though. This screen that's detached now is messing with me. Almost fell over. On 57, 270 carry. I mean, it's right next to the center line. I don't hate it. 44 RPMs a side spin. I can already feel, though, I got amped up for that PR, 162.5, and now I'm struggling to get back up to high 150s. On 57, 268 carry, or 278 carry, rather. A little bit Healy, though. On 59.9. Tried to release my hands a bit more on that one. I'm loving the 6 degrees up on the attack angle, though. On 58. 275 in the air. Lower ball speed though. That one was hit harder. 160.7. It's counterintuitive, but I need to wind up. It's counterintuitive, but I need to wind up more and almost slow down the backswing a bit. Get more like coil and torque. Oh. 155, 248. That's only about 30 yards less than what it should have been in the air. For anyone tuning in, I just hit a PR, 162.5. You can see it in the chat. Pretty happy about that. Oh. 158.7, 270 in the air. A little high on the face. Oh. 159.1, 277 in the air. It's a good ball. But we're chasing that 165, the elusive 165. Hey, what's up, Triple Threat? Nice to see someone grinding for something they want to accomplish. I can only say from experience, from what I've seen, I was really strong at one time, and the longest home runs I ever hit, the guys. Let's say, why didn't you try? You hardly swung. My time was extremely good. Yeah, I 100% agree. It comes down to sequencing, technique, but I'm following kind of the Bryson DeChambeau method to where you just train your body to swing faster and faster just by hitting balls. And like over the past, I've probably been doing this maybe for 2 months. I started when I was like low to mid 140s on the ball speed, and I just hit, if you scroll up in the chat, it was probably about 20 minutes ago, I hit 162.5, which is my personal best. The only way that I know how to do is to just literally keep swinging as hard as I can for these sessions, and then if I keep, basically the way I've explained it is, I'm trying to hit 165, but by doing this and just keep swinging harder and harder, both my ceiling gets higher and my floor gets higher. So in theory, like you're saying, you feel like you barely swung. In theory, if I keep doing this and my ceiling and floor both get higher, my top end will be higher, which is cool. But I'll be able to swing a little bit more effortlessly and feel like I'm barely swinging. And that's the goal, to where I can just kind of hit a fairway finder, like low 160s on ball speed, and it looks like I'm not swinging that hard, But I mean, I'm relatively short with like short limbs, so I know it's not like the smoothest, prettiest swing. But I envy those people. Like you're pretty tall. I envy those people you see them on tour that are like 6'3", like super skinny with long, lanky arms that can just generate so much torque and speed. The way that I am smaller in stature with my limbs and whatnot, I need to be able to. I need to swing pretty hard to be able to generate that kind of speed. Look at the size of someone choosing the speeds, flexibility, and timing. You're gonna get there. I don't see you not doing it. I appreciate it. I hope so. I think so too. I'm one of those people where if I put my mind to something and I give myself enough time, I'm confident I can do it too. And I mean, even that, like 162.5, I'm 2.5 miles an hour away from hitting 165. And it sounds crazy, but I think if I keep at this, I think I can hit 170 on the ball speed. It's just like I was saying, I need to work a little bit more at it than probably some others. Oh, that was poorly hit. What was I going to say? I had one more thing I was going to say, but I forgot. Oh, basically what I was saying is with throughout the speed training, I just want to swing as hard as I can, and then once I get my speed up, I'll dial in the dispersion, technique, and timing. But right now, it's just training my body, my mind, and my body to work together just to get everything to move quicker. And easier said than done. Like this is my 11th training session. I took some time off, but ideally, I'd like to do like 2 to 3 of these a week, which I just haven't had time because like even after this, I'm gonna be really really sore tonight and tomorrow from doing this. So with all that I'm playing between videos and my league and SGT and all that stuff, I can't really afford to have like multiple days off to recover in between, which is why I haven't been doing it. But I said at the beginning, I've been hitting driver pretty good as of late, so it's a little bit. Or losing it a bit. I've been hitting driver pretty well as of like the past like week and a half. So it was a little bit daunting doing this and kind of like getting away from the feels that I've been having as of late with driver because I've been hitting it pretty consistently. But there's only one way to do it. You got to kind of break things down before you build them back up. Oh, 157 baby draw, 268. Oh, man, I hit that pretty hard too. I swung hard at that. That was way off the heel, so it spun up and we lost it way right. But 159 just comes down to me finding the middle of the face and squaring it up. Oh, Toey. I do appreciate it though, Triple Threat. It means a lot hearing people that are like, oh, I like seeing someone try for something and like the positive words and the positive affirmations as I'm trying to do this. Like this isn't exactly easy. Like I'm out of breath, sweating pretty good, trying to swing as hard as I can. So like it's either people say nothing or I obviously prefer people saying like, come on, you can do it, let's go. Or then you have the opposite end of people saying, oh, that's all you can do. I hit it 165 in my sleep. But obviously that's not helping anything when you're trying to do something new for the first time. I think we're losing it a bit. Lower ball speed, but 273 carry. Yeah, I hear you 3-1. I have a tough time differentiating between that. They say smooth is or slow is smooth and smooth is fast kind of thing. I hear you. I gotta swing it quicker, not harder. But for me, I have a tough time differentiating between fast and like brute force hard, if that makes sense. 161.4. We've had probably now about a dozen in the 160s. I think I'm doing good. Appreciate it. We're trying. Like I know, and I don't really care. It's nice when these things go down the middle, and like I'm trying to hit baby draws, but even that one, we lost it. That would have been in the right rough. But I don't care. I'll narrow in the dispersion after that. I don't really care where these go. I'm just looking for that speed number. So anything in the 160s right now is really good. I'll take 161.4, 277 in the air all day long, even though back's been kicked up and we lost it a little bit right. Oh, that was that was like almost off the hosel. Just trying not to crack my driver doing this. Loosey goosey. Direction's not important. I'm going for ball speed. Yeah, exactly. I don't really care where they go. But obviously, I don't want to just completely change up how I'm addressing the ball, because then next time I go and play, say 2 days from now, I'll just be all jacked up. So I am still trying to swing. Like that one wasn't very good. I was pretty significantly out to in. I want to still be swinging probably about 1 to 3 degrees into out, and ideally these would be turning over to the left. Ugh. I can already feel though my back tightening up. Ugh. 158. It's also tough. Tough trying to square up the face, swinging as hard as I am, trying to increase ball speed. And this is a extra stiff, hazardous shaft, so there's not quite as much kick coming through. I'm going to train to breach 170 this year. I got once in the quad in 2024. Nice. You can do it. It takes longer than we want, but you can definitely do it. Especially if you said you've done it before, even if you're relatively close right now. That's like the shot shape we're looking for. It launched right, drawing back, pretty close to the center. Ball speed was down, but eventually, basically what I'm saying, eventually once I get up to where I'm just kind of cruising and I'm hitting everything like 162, 163, then I'll work on that to be able to do that like 7 out of 10 times. Oh, 159. Off the planet left, but doesn't matter. Lower back's taking a beating from doing this kind of training. Tell me about it. My right shoulder, too, behind like my right shoulder blade, I can already feel that tightening up, which obviously tells me technique. I'm not really swinging it very good, but 162 to 165, that's pretty good. 110 to 116. I don't have club head speed, unfortunately, with the square. Oh, super low on the face. Low toe. Backspin kicked up, but it did draw. Like, that's playable. Obviously, it didn't go very far, but... Oh, that's right. Came way across it. High heel. All right, come on, 160. 160. Or 153. 268 carry, though. I'm losing juice. Oh, way off the toe. All right, let's swing. I'm gonna swing out of my shoes on this one. Oh, 159, 275. Rolling out to 289.9. Kind of like two identical shots in a row. It was low on the face, but 159.6, 270. Need some more OptiShop videos from you. What's up, Milan? Baby draw. 156, 260. Low on the face though, high backspin. Club twisted on that one. Those aren't bad balls, just getting tired. All right, let's try to hit a slightly more controlled. Baby draw fairway finder. Kind of like that. All right. I'm going to try to hit 275 in the air. Or a 238 duck hook. You start working on getting my drives past 200. I like to net 220. Feel better about playing scrambles instead with others. First thing is just hitting balls solid out of the middle, I'm assuming you're saying. That's great. I'm glad you're saying that, but like triple threat, I think I still want to play even this week. I want to play a scramble. Like we can just do a par 3 course. Like we can do one of C-Drum's courses. Believe me, I've played with much worse. You're already, don't worry about where your skill level is to be able to play a scramble. You hit the ball good enough as is. Flying Fat Kid and I still need to put the final touches on the Rocket Cup too, but it sounded like the high level guys were still going to try to get something to work, so we've been kind of in limbo of doing the raffle and making the donation and stuff, but you have my word, your money that you graciously and generously sent will be put to good use, and it will in fact get donated and go to prizes. I think we're trying to give those guys a little bit longer to see if they can play. Not that we could do the raffle now, but I just don't know. Like I want to do whoever played. So if we do the raffle and then they end up playing, they won't be included in the prizes. Not that there's anything crazy for prizes, but just kind of in limbo. Notice you hover the club. I'd like to see if you can hit or swing on completely dead hands. Club could still hover, but let the hands go dead. Super light grip. Use the arms only to move the club. Club face, I'm working on club head speed, usually mid to low 90s. Speed up. 116, I'll get there. Love the Rocket Cup, appreciate it. Never doubt it, or it would have never been sent. I appreciate it. Just letting you know. I mean, that was a decent amount of money that I just don't want you to think I'm like pocketing it. All right, dead hands, you say? That was dead hands. I get too flippy. I'm in the camp of I know you're supposed to feel like you hit like you're holding a baby bird, but you listen to a guy like Bryson, he says he's at like 6, 7, or 8 on grip pressure. I'm definitely up there too. I feel like if I don't grab and kind of have some solid pressure, I just lose all control. I know you want to be kind of whippy and loose. Maybe I could get used to it, but I'm definitely towards the end of kind of a death grip, so they call. Oh, that was poorly hit. What's my club speed? I don't know. I don't have, unfortunately, they keep saying it's coming. I'm using the Square Golf launch monitor. It never came with club speed, and we still don't have it. But I mean, all these, I'll let you know when I hit one. I mean, like 90% of these aren't hit square out of the center, so you could probably do anywhere between like a 1.4, 1.5 smash factor. So like that one, you could divide the 150.9. You could probably divide that. That was a pretty bad miss hit. You could probably divide that by like 1.4. So I don't know, probably somewhere around anywhere between 105, sometimes up towards 110, 107, maybe like 112, 115. Like I hit one before. It was probably about a half an hour ago at this point. I hit one that was 162.5 on on ball speed. So if I divide that, even if that was a perfect 1.5 smash factor, what does that put me at? Which I don't think it was, but basically you can just divide it by the smash factor. 162.5 divided by 1. Oh, hold on. 162.5 divided by 1.5. That put me at 108.3 if I hit that with basically perfect efficiency is 1.5. So I swung that at the one that I hit my PR at 162.5. It was at least 108. Probably likely higher than that because I didn't hit it perfect, but whatever works, my friend. That's what I'm saying, Garrett. I've hit what I thought wasn't much, and the ball carried so good. Yeah, it's all about launch. If you guys seeing like over the past like week or two, I've been trying to hit up on as much as possible. So if I can live at that right around 6 degrees up, and I actually like hit it decent, it just goes so much further. High launch, low spin. Right now though, I'm getting tired. I'm probably not swinging it very quick. Yeah, 110 club speed if I hit it well is 165. That's what I was saying. So like I typed it in the chat, but I hit if you can scroll back and find it. I hit 162.5, so I just divided that by 1.5, which I don't think I hit it perfect. That's what I was saying. On average, you could probably take all these and divide it by like 1.4, 1.45, 1.43, 1.47. I'm right around anywhere probably between 105 and 110. I have an extra stiff. It's an extra stiff hazardous shaft, so you don't get as much whip, but I'm able to control it a little bit more when I'm actually playing. Like earlier, I played Bushwood. I played 18 and I shot 4 under. Like even that one. So that was high toe. The backspin is kind of low, and it was only 151. But because I launched it so high with low spin, that still went 268 in the air, rolling out to 282 with ball speed that was like 10 miles an hour slower of what I hit the other ones. But what I was gonna say before is I played before and I hit probably 4 or 5 drives that were 275 raw carry when I just played on course like an hour ago, 2 hours ago. I shot 4 under. So if I'm like I'm just like kind of swinging out of my shoes trying to swing faster. But if I'm like swinging it like still trying to keep speed up but trying to hit the fairway, if I can hit it mid to high 150s on ball speed and get about 275 carry, I'm pretty happy. You got fit this morning for some Mizuno irons? 4 under, good score. Yeah, it was an easy course, to be honest. It was from the white tees, but it wasn't bad. Definitely left some strokes on the table. I was saying I feel like I didn't have my A game. I feel like I probably played about 75% to my potential. So I think if I couldn't get a putt to drop, I made like 1 putt the entire round. I had a couple bad reads. I had some shots that were off the tree. I think I put like 2 in the water. If I didn't have that stuff and I had closer to my A game, I think I probably could have been, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 under. Even that, low toe, so it turned over a little bit more. Backspin was a little bit higher. I like being right around like 1800, 1900 on backspin. That was 2167. But even that, like 261 for a miss hit, 152 ball speed. That's still in the fairway, and 275. That's not bad. What'd you get for Mizuno irons? Dynamic Gold 120 stiff. Same thing with me. 6-degree launch, low spin, even miss hits go a decent distance. They got the same shaft, really. Yeah, this is the hazardous RDX Black Smoke or whatever. 6.5, which is extra stiff, 60 grams, 3.3 on the torque, low spin. I have another one. I've gone through a couple drivers, but I have another one right here. It's the same exact shaft. It's also the hazardous Black RDX, whatever, but it's all the same. It's 3.5 on the torque, but still 6.5, which is extra stiff, and this one's 70 grams instead of 60, but personally I just like the lighter one a little bit better. In terms of what'd you get for the actual irons? For my irons, I have a combo set of P770s and P790s. So I go approach wedge to 7 iron in the P770s, and then 4, 5, and 6 iron are the did I say that right? Approach wedge through 7 iron, P770, and then 4, 5, and 6 iron are the P790s. But this is my 5 iron and 7 iron. The P790s up here. It's dark over here, but take my word for it. This is the 5 iron P790, and then this is the 7 iron P770. For my shafts though, you went a little bit heavier. I have Dynamic Gold 105s, extra stiff X100 VSS Pro. I think they're the money taper maybe, but all I know is they're Dynamic Gold. They're 105 and they're extra stiff. JPX forged. Pretty sure we got the same exact shaft, 60 grams. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's honestly though, that's a stock shaft that if you get the driver. A lot of drivers have those. I'm not balling enough to go spend like $500 just on the shaft. Oh, low in the face. All right, I set a timer originally for an hour and 15 minutes. What do we have? 15 minutes left, so we've been hitting shots. I got an hour and 4 minutes on the live. It's almost 3 o'clock. Going out to dinner at 4:30, so I want to still try to get a workout in and shower before. You need to go X-Flex. I went stiff, a little bit heavier. I couldn't turn the X-Flex over. Yeah, I mean, it comes down to preference, right? Because, like, even, it's just, like, the makeup of the shaft. Like, you could, and it depends, too. Like, I've seen different manufacturers, maybe, like, a certain spec in one manufacturer for shafts. It may be stiff in one, but then, like, that same exact shaft with the same, like, weight and other stuff may be extra stiff in another. It doesn't matter. It just comes down to, like, your personal preference between the weight and whatnot. I bought my irons. They came together in that combo set like new, and so I never got fitted for them. But I do like them. I turn the ball over with my irons, and if anything, my miss is a little bit too far left. So I'm still able to turn them over, but it is they're 15 grams lighter than yours. So maybe if like I ever like actually get fitted and get like a really nice set, not that those are not nice. I love those clubs, but if I actually like go and ball out and get like a brand new set, it may end up being either stiff and heavier or maybe extra stiff, still extra stiff and maybe a little bit heavier. But I digress. I mean, right down the middle, 154, 267. Underrated, but improving your hip mobility helps with speed. Great swing, appreciate it. 100%. Pytuffin. Apologies if I don't say that right. I mean, I'm like I was saying before, I'm relatively short and I work out pretty much every day. So I'm like pretty like short and compact and like kind of bulky for my size. So flexibility is definitely not one of my strong suits. 100%. Those guys that hammer the ball, we were talking about it, that are 6'3", long, lanky, skinny. Those guys are just super flexible and they can generate so much torque, which I just am not capable of, unfortunately. So I'm kind of shorter and stockier and just need to grip it and rip it if I want to put something out there. Snapper. I want to hit one. I want to hit one 275 raw carry, baby draw, and then try to cool down a little bit with some iron swings. Come on. Oh, that was horrendous. Still, though, launched high enough where that was a severe mishit. That the smash factor on that was probably like 135. That was so high on the face. 1200 backspin. Still went 267 though. Any of you out there that are trying to gain some distance or whatnot, get your attack angle up as high as you can and get your VLA, your vertical launch, up as high as you can. The recipe for high nasty bombs, like Phil Mickelson says, is definitely high launch, low spin. There's different ways you can do it, but if you want to be able to basically optimize what you have swing speed wise, high launch, low spin is the way to do it. That might be as good as we have right now after swinging driver as hard as I can for an hour. 6.1 up, 262, baby draw right down the middle, 275 on the dot. I think I'm going to call it quits on driver with that and probably hit some irons for about 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so. That's very much playable though. All right, let's try. We can go through the bag, I guess. We'll start with 4-iron. It's probably dumb. I always do this. It's supposed to be a cooldown, and then I grab 4-iron, and now I'm going to be swinging hard with 4-iron. Oh, super thin. I almost topped it completely. Toey. Also Toey. I can feel the difference. I'm using the TP5Xs, which are firmer and higher compression. I can feel those. They do feel more like a rock when you hit them compared to the regular TP5s. Those weren't hit particularly well, way off the toe, which these Forge clubs tell you, but Still have not caught one. A little bit better. All right. I mean, realistically, that should be, if I was fresh, that would probably carry an extra 10, maybe even 15 yards. So ideally, that would be carrying like 215. But rolled out to 215. Nice little baby draw. Try a 5-iron. We'll just go down the bag. This should carry in the neighborhood of about 205 if I hit it well. But considering I'm tired, we'll probably get closer to like 195, 200. I don't hate that. Nice baby draw, 193. Have to believe if I'm fresh, that's going an extra 10 in the air. Latest video, I talked about a few ideas. If you get a few minutes, you might listen to a few holes. I'm old, I have too much time. One of these days, you, Flying Fat Kid, D-Law, and a couple others. Maybe we chat. Sounds good. You said you were working on something, right? An idea for something? Basically the same shot again. We're going to call those good for the 5. That's about all I got. 6-iron, usually about 195 or so carry. 190, 195. We'll see what we get out of this. Thin. Little chunky, 182. That was hit better. 193, baby draw. Yep. That's good for the 6-iron. 7-iron. If I hit this good, neighborhood of about 175, 180 carry. Probably though right now we're probably looking closer to like 170, 175 maybe. Pull draw, but 175. All right, let's open the face a touch. Get this thing starting right. Turning over. Little Healy. Thin. It drew though. Toey. That's better. We'll call that good. Just shy of 175 in the air. Down to the 8 iron. And anyone out there, I don't know and said it. You guys have been kind in the chat, but anyone out there maybe watching the replay or watching it now and saying, well, I hit my 9 iron 170. What's the deal with that? These P770s are weaker lofted. They're considered like player's distance, but they're more conventionally lofted. So I had a previous set. They were Sim 2s, iron set, game improvement clubs, and I was hitting my 7 iron like 190, 200. So I mention it a lot, but you see people out there that are hitting their pitching wedge 160, and they're saying, oh, well, the pros only hit at 130. But the problem is the pros, you're hitting your pitching wedge, which is basically the pros like 8 iron in terms of loft. All right, 8 iron, this should go in the neighborhood of about 155, 160 in the air. Not that one. Toey. 158 though. And these TP5Xs, I can tell, these are way firmer. Honestly, I like the feel of the regular TP5s better than these Xs. These are kind of like, almost feel like if you guys ever pick up like a Top Flight, like a crappy Top Flight XL on the course, and it just feels like it hit a rock. These things are firmer. They're not that much firmer, but I can definitely feel a difference off the club face. Oh, there's my timer. All right. Couple more minutes and I'm out of here. A little bit too far left. We'll take it. 158 in the air. 9 iron. Should be in the neighborhood of about 145 carry. And 37. exactly hardly anything is the same anymore. I know, it's just, I mean, the newer tech, I've talked about it, but the newer tech now with the game improvement clubs, they're able to get the balls to launch higher and land softer. But really, the loft jacking is mainly, they call it loft jacking. Basically, what they're doing is they're stamping a 7 on a traditionally lofted 5 iron, just so you walk into a store maybe with like 10-year-old clubs and you say, all right, I hit my pitching wedge 120, and now all of a sudden it's going 140, and you're saying like, wow, I need to have these clubs. A lot of it is just marketing. We're gonna call that good. That was struck well, 141. If I was fresh, that'd probably go an extra 5 yards or so. Pitch and wedge, right now, we'll probably see about 125 or so in the air. Healy, 125 though. $127 with a draw. We'll take it. Hit a choke down approach wedge, about a hundo, and call it a day. 101.6. I think we can get a bit closer to 100. $98. Healy though. That's supposed to draw. $102. That was flush though. These are like 3/4 choke down approach wedges. This P770 approach wedge is 51 degrees, so essentially it's like a 52 degree. If I hit it full, I get it up to about 120-ish. Usually anywhere between 115, 125 if I absolutely nuke it. But I try to choke down at least halfway on the grip, and this 100-yard shot has become really useful. 92, took too much off of it. Have a great rest of your day and the rest of you in here. Appreciate it, Triple Threat. You have a good day as well. I'm about to go grab some dinner with family for Mother's Day. All right, we'll call that good for 100 yards. 99.7. 100 in the game because of my 295 feet of altitude. I'm out of here as well. Appreciate you guys coming along. We hit a new PR. I'm going to write that down right now before I forget. 162.5. I am very happy about that. That's really cool. I think we're getting closer and closer to getting that 165 elusive number, which is cool. And anyone out there saying, wow, I wish I could do that, you can. I mean, I've gained about 20 miles an hour in ball speed over the past like 2 or 3 months or so, and I haven't even been that consistent. Like the last time I did a speed training session was probably maybe 3 weeks, a month ago. If you really want to dial it in and really commit to it, you want to probably be in the neighborhood of like 2 to 3 per week, so like 1 to 2 days off in between if you really want to amp things up and fast track your progress. But you can definitely do it. It just comes down to time and effort. So I'm nothing special in terms of athletic ability or being super tall and lanky or any stuff like that. I'm definitely not built like a PGA Tour pro. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. Like I said, it just comes down to determination, effort, time, and that's about it. But I'm out of here. I'm going to pick this stuff up, grab a shower, get some food. happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Let either your wife, your mom, daughter, anyone, tell them HRG said happy Mother's Day. They're going to be like, who the heck is that? But happy Mother's Day. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next one.